Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to the Daily Packers Post. With the playoff game coming up against Philadelphia on Sunday, we're going to take a look at some of the factors that could be important for the Green Bay Packers. And one of them is this. We know Christian Watson is not only out for the rest of this year, but probably will start next year on the IR. And we all know Watson is the Packers' best downfield threat. Christian Watson being on this team, even when he's not catching the football, because of his rare combination of size and speed, defensive coordinators and defensive players need to account for him on every play. So even when he's not being targeted, even when he's not getting the football, he can set up other players and open up parts of the field for them or get them one-on-one coverage. So Watson has a lot of value even when he's not getting the football, and now that is gone. So here are 5 players that kind of need to step up in the playoffs if the Packers are going to make up for the loss of Christian Watson. Let's start at the beginning. Jordan Love, the quarterback. No, he's not going to catch a lot of passes. He may not catch any. But Love has got to be more accurate, more consistent, and he's got to keep the ball out of harm's way, obviously. The Packers will need a strong performance from Jordan Love to go anywhere. And even if he doesn't have Christian Watson, he's got to find the open man, and he's got to play really good football for this team to beat Philadelphia and move on to the divisional playoff round. So we definitely start with Watson. Another player who I think can really help the Packers, decrease the impact of Christian Watson's loss is tight end Luke Musgrave. Now, Tucker Kraft is going to be the starter at tight end. He's going to play more. He's going to get more targets than Luke Musgrave. But the factor that Musgrave can add is he is much more of a downfield threat than Tucker Kraft. And when you're losing a really good downfield threat in Christian Watson, Musgrave, even if he only plays 10, 15 snaps, maybe 1 or 2 of those snaps, he makes a catch, gains, get to do a chunk play, and that would certainly be helpful. And then the other thing is that Musgrave, because he's a tight end, he can create a size or speed mismatch down the field, and that can help create opportunities for Love, the receivers, or for Musgrave to make some big plays downfield. Hopefully, we will see a few 2 tight end formations and sets, and there will be maybe 1 or 2 plays in this game that Matt LaFleur schemes Luke Musgrave open. Another player who I think will have to step up in the absence of Christian Watson, who you may not think about right away, but that's Romeo Doubs. Doubs missed the season finale against the Bears with an illness. Hopefully he is ready to go Sunday against the Eagles. I would find it surprising if he wasn't, but depending on what the illness is, you don't know. But here's the bottom line. What is Romeo Doubs? Doubs probably has more chemistry with Jordan Love than any other receiver. And even though he is not the deep threat that Christian Watson is, or Luke Musgrave for that matter, he is probably the most consistent Packers wide receiver, and he is the security blanket for Jordan Love. If it's 3rd and 5, Romeo Doubs is going to get the ball more often than a lot of other players. He'll be the target because that's who Love trusts. And he may only get, 6 or 7 yards on 3rd and 5, but he has pretty good hands, runs the right routes, and has good chemistry with Love. Look for a bigger role for Romeo Doubs without Watson in the lineup. Next on the list is Dontayvion Wicks. I know that's not a major surprise, but here's the thing about Wicks. Other than Watson, Wicks probably has more downfield speed than any other receiver right now on the Packers roster. He doesn't have the size that Christian Watson gives you, but he does have good speed and he can make some big plays downfield. The big issue this season with Dontavian Wicks has been his hands. He's dropped a lot of passes. Now, on the good side of things, that has decreased. He's dropped fewer passes, let's say, in the last 4 games or so. Hopefully, he can continue that, and hopefully, Wicks can make 1 or 2 big plays downfield in this game for the Green Bay Packers to sort of step up and take, some of the role that Watson used to have. And then finally, Jayden Reed. I think Reed tops this list. If you go back to the first 8 games of the season, it looked like Jayden Reed was having a coming out party. He was red hot. He had a big game, scoring 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. A 70-yard bomb was the receiving touchdown in week 1 against these very same Philadelphia Eagles. So, he's got that track record. If they can get Reed back on track, he's also had some issues with drop passes, so he's got to clear that up. But if Jayden Reed can get back to his first half of the season form, where he was on pace for almost 75, 80 catches, boy, would that be big. Reed has not been getting the ball downfield as much as he did in the first half of the season. And I want to see, again, Matt LaFleur scheme up some opportunities for Jayden Reed in this game, where whether he gets the ball in the backfield, on a screen, on an end around, which has not been working as much in recent weeks. I think teams are kind of onto it. Or if they scheme him up some plays down the field, I want to see at least one big splash play from Jayden Reed in this football game. I know he's capable of it, but can he do it consistently? And can he do it against a very skilled and tough Philadelphia Eagles defense? Those are the questions we need answers to, and hopefully one or more of these players step up. Do I expect that even if all these guys play really well on Sunday, that they will have the same impact that a healthy Christian Watson would have? No, I don't think that they will. But would it be enough for the offense to score a lot of points and possibly to give the Packers a chance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday? Yeah, I think that is a realistic possibility. And hopefully one or more, maybe even 3 or 4 of these guys step up and help the Green Bay Packers in this crucial playoff game. For more in-depth daily coverage of your Green Bay Packers, go to thepackerspost.com. I'm Gil Martin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And go, Pack, go.